What's up, guys? This is Nathan with Hunter Gather Outdoors. I'm doing a duck blind on a Stealth 1200. I didn't see a whole lot on YouTube about it, so I kind of want to do a video on where I'm at and what I am doing with it. Give me 1 second. I'll flip the camera around. I'll show you kind of what I've already gotten, sort of taken care of with it. All right, you kind of see where I'm at. Of course, I still got to glue it. I still got to paint it. But the basic frame idea, I didn't want to stick a whole lot of holes and drill a ton into my boat, especially I just got it. But right here, I'm gonna add these half moon clips that you see right there. I'm gonna add a couple down through the sides, so that way I can bungee as needed, hold it in place. My seat I've got it propped up on 2x6s right now. I'm gonna cut that down. I've got a pedestal base that I'm gonna put. That just came out of my bass boat. Little more comfort than the seat that comes with it here. Plus, I'm gonna leave that seat there open for my dog. The plan is to kind of have more of a scissor type blind here, and drill a hole, punch it in. Where it'll rotate, it'll fall back, it'll sit up nearly vertical. I'm gonna kind of maybe set it in here. I'm gonna mock it up a little bit here in a little bit, drill a hole, kind of to where then I can rotate it, lay it back, get it out of the way while I'm transporting. And a similar design right here. I plan on gonna lay a piece across, just like you say right here. It's gonna hinge to here. It's gonna have a vertical, kind of gonna square it off. Where this is set up. I'll run a kickstand right to here, come up and down. That way when we want to shoot, kick it right back. There you go. All right, so here it is. You can see it kind of got the front hinged. I got the back hinged. I'm gonna use this paracord here for weight and attachment, and you'll see why here in a second too. Show you why it is, and then I can then fabric over it. But let me see if I can get the camera set up. All right, look what I got right here. Got this hinge down. Like that. All right, what I did to make that happen was, so everything's done with 1/2 inch PVC. What I got right here are 3/4 by 1/2 inch reducers on both sides. And it slides pretty freely for when I want to shoot. I just threw a little kickstand on it. I didn't quite know what else. I might clean that up and fix that up a little bit more. But you can see it pretty easily on its own. And once it has fabric on it, it'll be a whole lot better. And what I did here is I think I just used some number 8 screws, machine screws, drilled through them. I got washers on the inside, I got washers on the outside. It's exactly the same over there. I kind of bent that up and around to be able to fit over my head. I've got this temporary right now with a bungee, but you'll see kind of for transport and for where I'm rowing, where I'm going, I'll go one-handed. There. So once I camo it in, get all the grass on it, and go to paddle, it's gonna be fairly low profile, fairly flat, be able to get where I want it to go. All right, guys, I got the frame glued up, got the frame painted, my seat built. We'll go through the rest of that once I complete the whole everything. I still got to camo it in, still got to do quite a bit to it, but what I'm actually getting ready to do is I got some stencils off of Amazon. I'm just gonna spray it. First layer here, I'm gonna go through. It could turn out like complete ass, I don't know, but do something. But we're back with the paint job that has been done so far. And honestly, I think it turned out pretty good so far. What I was gonna do is I was gonna set up over here to the side and kind of show you what I'm doing and put kind of the last layer that I wanted to have on here. Let me see if I can get this camera adjusted one-handed. So here, I drop down, but my last stencil, slap it right there, got some tan paint, and we're gonna see, get you a little closer. And there you go. Gonna go around and do that about 25 to 100 more times, something like that, until it looks good. And then I'll jump back in. All right, we're back. I told you I was gonna rip it all apart, and I did. So what I ended up doing was using those 3/4 1/2 inch tees, so I can slide this in and out. I'll show you once it's all the way in, but you can slide this, and this about to here, leaving the whole front of the boat open. I use this black netting. Again, I still got to zip tie some of that. And once I get that all buttoned down, it'll look a lot better. But like I said, I just wanted something to attach. I've got a ghillie mat coming, but again, it's all painted up. Still folds my kickstand. I can shoot. That's removable, so when I'm paddling, it's not going to be in the way. A couple of bungees with that. Right down, and then again, it'll be right there, no problem. Should have plenty of room, like I said, to sit in and paddle, especially if I have these slid forward. But I plan on leaving these back and only moving these when I need to, say, load decoys or do whatever. But again, it sets up. I'll set the camera up over here. And I jump in it if it wasn't up on those sawhorses, and I am way too big of a boy, as you see, to jump up there. But and then here's the seat. Again, swivels. So it sits about this. I think I'm actually going to change this out for 2x4s instead of 2x6s, just to give me a little more head clearance. But there it is. Next time you see it, it should be covered in fabric. Actually, before I do that, let's just run through everything. Again, 1/2 inch. Use the heat gun. Bent those over. 3/4 to the 1/2 inch PVC so that it slides open. It's a little bit of a bow, so it's kind of a tight fit, so I don't need to worry about any pins. This just kind of sits here right now. I'll probably eventually run a bungee here and cut it around this front handle. again, the netting covered up the everything. Here, this needs a few more zip ties down here at the bottom. Again, not a big deal. I trim these off. A few more zip ties here. Pull that rope out. That's what I had originally. I used the actual straps for the hatch to hold this back one into place here. Seems to work pretty good. I did add a bunch of these clips all the way around the whole thing. Again, just kind of tie it off here. I'll get something a little more permanent with like a bungee or something. Again, it's clipped. Still need to do some zip ties, like I said, but once I do, it should be pretty sturdy. The only thing I really need to figure out is these gaps here, and I might just make a little panel. It folds over when I transport right here. When I get to where I'm going, I can just lay it, and then that way when I flip it forward, it all should come. I mean, you see it flips pretty easily there. Got my little kickstand that I made. All right, guys, next time you see it, like I said, it should have fabric and grass on it. All right, cool, guys. I said I'd come back as soon as I got the ghillie cover on. Let me try to step back so you can sort of see. That looks pretty good. I think it turned out pretty decent. Walk around. There's where I'm sitting. Still folds down just fine. No big deal. There's the inside. Again, there's where my seat's gonna be right there. I've still got to do a few modifications to that. I'm gonna use 2x4s instead of those 2x6s. This still folds down just fine. It's kind of a pain to do it. So actually, I'll just go ahead and hit it. Just 2 bungees, straight back, and there it is. There we go. Again, that comes out. I just used some chicken wire fence. You can see right there, I still got some zip tying to do. That's why it's bowed out. Need some zip tying to do up there too. But I actually need to get the boat down off these sawhorses to be able to really reach it. I don't like that. Here we go. But hey guys, that is the boat blind build on my Beaver Tail Stealth 1200. The next video I post, hopefully, is me shooting some September geese off of it. We're gonna go try to set up and get in a lake nearby and see if we can't catch a few of those early September geese. All right, guys, thanks.